the birthing centers for Vancouver, they had 13 stillbirths in a 24-hour period. That was what I heard. But the thing is, I've also heard a similar story out in Waterloo, Ontario. So in Waterloo, Ontario, I have a more reliable statistic that there was 86 stillbirths between January and July. And normally it's only 5 or 6 stillbirths every year. So about 1 stillbirth every 2 months is the usual rate.
Just going to say, let's go back to December 4th now and talk about the West Edmonton Mall event. We've got the ad here. So the plan is to do that event December 4th, December 11th, and December 18th.
And we'll get catches on all around Canada. We already have people saying they're doing it in Niagara, Toronto, and I heard Saskatoon is doing it. So I'm getting a call from organizers all over Canada. So you should be pushing this in your city. It doesn't matter if you have a group of 20 or a group of 2,000. This is going to make a statement. This is going to make the children happy. This is going to make the elderly happy. Okay. We're all doing it for a good cause.
What a great intro just composed from our man behind the scenes. Big thank you to Phil for putting that together. My name is Benita Pederson, and I'm with Edmonton Freedom Central. I'm also with All Fired Up for Freedom, and it's my pleasure to serve as host tonight. And we have the most interesting guests this evening. We're going to hear from Kellyanne, and we're going to hear from James about some special projects that they are working on. So we hope you'll tune in with us. We hope you'll write some comments and interact a bit with the show. That would be wonderful. And you can learn about the special projects that Kellyanne and James are working on. Again, my name is Benita with Edmonton Freedom Central and with All Fired Up for Freedom. So welcome, Kellyanne. Welcome, James. This is so fantastic. You guys are here. I love this.
Thanks for having us, Benita.
Well, we might be halfway across the country or halfway around the world, but I love the wonders of the internet, so we can reconnect. What was your fondest memory of being in Edmonton, Kelly, the last time you were here? What was your fondest memory?
Well, I would have to say, watching you host that amazing rally that you do every single Saturday down at the Ledge. Benita, your energy is absolutely fantastic. And for everybody in Edmonton, if you haven't heard, every single Saturday down at the Edmonton Legislature, Benita hosts this amazing rally, and it's growing exponentially. And I know that Phil's down there filming and helping her out. And we need to get more people out for her, for sure. And I really do believe that Canada Unity is going to bring some help in the next coming weeks.
Well, I am so intrigued to learn about Canada Unity, and I'm going to clarify one thing about the Saturday rallies. For the next few weeks, we're not meeting on Saturdays at the Ledge for a couple of reasons. The first 3 weeks of December, Chris Sky is doing a special project at West Edmonton Mall, and many of our supporters are heading over to West Edmonton Mall to support that project. And basically, it's mask-free shopping, and it's a great project. And I heard a rumor that Santa Claus might even be a part of it, and it could be a lot of fun on December 4th, 11th, and 18th. And then, of course, on December 25th, it's Christmas Day. We're not going to have a rally at the legislature Christmas Day, but we will likely be back on New Year's Day on January 1st. So a few changes happening in Edmonton. Speaking of Edmonton, though, James, have you ever been to Edmonton? Have you ever been to Alberta? You're originally from Calgary, is that right?
I'm a Alberta boy, Alberta farm boy, and Alberta oil boy.
Oh, okay. You are one of us. Okay. I wasn't so sure because I know you guys are out east right now.
50 years of it. 50 years of it.
Oh, good. And so you grew up Edmonton or Calgary, or where'd you grow up?
I grew up around Red Deer area. And then from there, international for about 15 years and back and forth all over the place. And Calgary and then BC and then into an RV October 1st. And here I am in Ottawa, back and forth and doing this thing called Canada Unity. And
Canada Unity. So we're going to get to that in a moment. But first, I want to hear about this RV you guys are in. Why are we in an RV? Is it because you have to travel every day?
Why not?
Well, yeah, we're traveling every single day. If you're going to unify the entire country, then it's not something that you could just do online. And, this is an intimate relationship that we're building between our provinces and our people, and not just Canadian citizens, but also our Indigenous. So it's extremely important to have these discussions in person. So here we are, packed up like a bunch of sardines, and on the road 100%. We've been on the road. I joined James a week ago, and his beautiful wife Sandy about a week ago, with my son. Nicholas is here with me, and we've just been going and going and going nonstop.
Yeah. And I've been going for Kelly's been going for 2 years. I mean, who's not been going? If you haven't been going, there's something wrong. So
I've been going since February 4th, so I'm a bit of a latecomer, but I'm here and I'm all in. I've been going.
Now we got to get your butt to get going so you can meet us in Ottawa and we'll discuss that after.
Well, I've never been to Ottawa and I hear it's beautiful, so I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the invitation. This is super. And in general, I'm finding that the people who come to Alberta from Ontario, in general, I like those people. I don't know yet if I like the people in Ontario who haven't been to Alberta, though. I'll have to consider that.
I don't know. I've met so many of them, and there's so much similarities. That's the thing that's being robbed about us right now is the separation aspect and this segregation and divisiveness. It's so toxic when you're out here and you see people and you see fellow Canadians. There's so much we have in common that is being robbed from us. So it's something that, as a Calgarian, as an Albertan, I represent farming background and an oil field background, and I know that's not the same out here. We're so much in common.
Well, I got to say this. So I was driving up the road today, and the way the clouds looked, I'm definitely carrying the West with me in my spirit, because the way the clouds looked, all I could think of was those beautiful Rockies and the vision that I see from my new place, my new home in Calgary. So I definitely am carrying Alberta in my heart with me. So
that's wonderful, Kelly. Well, we enjoy you whether you're in Ontario or Alberta. Wherever you are, and we're learning about you online. So let's get to it then. We have this Canada Unity project that you're working on. You're going to tell us about it. First, I'm going to put the website out there. It's Canada-unity.com. Canada-unity.com. Did I get that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Canada-unity.com.
Yep, it's so important for every single Canadian to log onto this website right now. I mean, I know that the freedom groups across the country have been stir crazy busy, trying to find remedy for our population, for our communities, to bring back jobs, to aid in the dismissal of unlawful and ridiculous tickets, for the people who've been standing up for our children, standing up against mandates, standing up against masks and everything. And instead of this is a one-stop action that every single Canadian should be getting on board for. Now, this is the introduction to the Memorandum of Understanding. Now, what this document is a means of real remedy for every single person in this country, regardless of whether you're a citizen or an Indigenous tribal person. So if you scroll down, this is up on the website, and we would like every single Canadian out there to log on to Canada-unity or -unity.com/MOU. Read this document and sign it immediately. So what this document intends to do, is erase all of your fines. Erase all of the fines that you have ever received from protesting, or any of the court summons since COVID started. This document intends to reinstate all of your jobs immediately without question.
Federal. Okay, there is stipulations. I wrote the MOU or co-wrote the MOU. So let me jump in here and just give you some, thank you. Kelly is just rocking it here. Thank you so much. So just a couple clarities, very, very simple. Please read the MOU. You'll find 3 separate cease and desist orders that you, the Canadian, are enacting by your signature. Okay. In the event that the Senate does not want to sign on to this document, then they are publicly incriminating themselves by default and in checkmate. One key aspect of the MOU is that if you've studied the Nuremberg, that is the code. The Helsinki Act is the law. There is over 150 countries that signed on to the Helsinki Act, Canada being one of them. The Senate, what is their primary function in Canada when we have courts that are gone corrupt, we have police gone on mixed, there's so many, we're so split, but there is still the law. And the Helsinki is one of the biggest laws that we have going for us, amongst a whole others that are listed in the MOU. And for those that don't know, it's a memorandum of understanding. It's a very common term for governments and corporations and international bodies. You can scroll down, you'll see a different font kind of thing to it after the introduction. You can scroll down.
And you'll start seeing, so in here, it gives you means of remedies so that we can get rid of all this nonsense and enforce the laws. Now, here's the thing. As Canadians, we are a sovereign people. Our population is...
Right off the bat here,
yeah.
Kelly, that's a big one here. Concerned Canadian citizens, Indigenous communities, and pertinent residents, which include employers, employees, private government bodies, institutions, businesses at large, represented by us, Canada Unity, located here in Calgary, as you can see, meet out to the Senate of Canada, and it goes on and on. I recommend everybody to read this document. But what it's designed to do is there's a lot of very pertinent, powerful words in here that put the Senate in their job duties that they swore onto, that you and me, the Canadian, have every right to enact, is their duty to make laws, amend laws,
and enforce the laws.
And the Helsinki, we signed on to, but we were very confident that we were never made a privilege to this, is that the parliamentarians never signed on to it, which puts all of us, we get back our rights, our lawful right.
So if a person,
this is a checkmate document. Yep. There's a lot of power and teeth in this, and if I may just jump in 2 seconds, 5.5 million signatures on this document, and the information that is being requested is a parallel exact information that Elections Canada would ask for a referendum, and those are your cease and desist orders.
Okay, so was this document just produced recently then, or what is this something that's been around for a while and you just launched it?
No, I've been sitting on this with my partner, Martin Broadman, for about 2 months, and we released it here about 2 weeks ago. Strategically released it about 2 weeks ago. We made wind of it back in when I left Calgary. We made wind of the MOU, and we moved our way towards Ottawa, and we said we had a document. And anyways, you're looking at the official version right there.
So now, one of your objectives then is you want people to visit this website, review this document, sort of process it, fully understand it, and then sign on to say they support it. Is that what you're looking for?
Exactly.
Sign that sucker. I'm going to tell you right now, every single Canadian out there needs to sign that sucker. Okay.
It's not a sucker.
Well, it is a sucker. And I'm going to tell you why, because it's going to
language, Kelly, language.
Well, I'm not swearing. I didn't say the F word. I said sucker. Okay. We need to sign this document. Okay. This document is going to help us enforce the Senate to do their job. Now, if the Senate refuses,
incriminate themselves,
they will incriminate themselves and leave themselves vulnerable to be held responsible and accountable.
So you're looking at the 3 people that wrote this.
Okay, to be held responsible in a criminal capacity. Okay, as is their duty as public servants by oath. Like they have a certain responsibilities, and their responsibilities are to make the laws, amend the laws, and enforce the laws.
What we have right now is over 10,000 signatures already garnered and climbing every day. Kelly can explain this as far as how many national organizations have jumped in, but you'll notice something very interesting is Schedule F. That's the teeth that really the Senate and all of the municipal, federal, provincial, all of them, all of them.
All of these levels of government are going to be required to submit to installing a civilian oversight committee into every single level of government, regardless of whether it's, Indigenous or under our own parliament. So it's going to give the capacity for every single freedom group out there that has been 100% committed to establishing and remedying all the oppressions that we're now facing in our society due to COVID and the lockdowns and the restrictions. It's so that your work is not in vain, so that you people may continue your work, because you are the people that should be in these positions. You are the people that should be constructing our society, because you're already doing it. You're already defending the best interests of the public. And so, these civil oversight committees have been included in this memorandum of understanding. So when the Senate does sign, because we are going to make them sign and express our sovereign authority as a population over our parliament, over our government, over our public servants, then every single, we can elect an entire body of diligent, thorough, committed, competent, and qualified citizens to oversee the things that our hired public servants do.
Well, I'm intrigued by this project you guys are working on. How did you two meet? How did you two connect anyway?
So, I mean, I've been working on this project here. I'm the guy behind the steerings, the strategist that came up with this with my part. It is what it is. Kelly is a blessing, to be honest, because we were looking for somebody that had Kelly's,
all the national connections.
We were looking for a promotions manager or a campaign manager to take this MOU on a national stage and go across. So Kelly has come aboard as our campaign director. So she's got a big role in front of her
on a national scale, and
we are, the humble servants that. We work for you, Canada. That's my job, has been that mission with my wife Sandy, and here we are. I said when I left Calgary that I wasn't leaving until this battle was over, until our lawful freedom of choices was restored. And my mandate that I wrote with my wife Sandy in regards to Canada Unity when we started back in 2017, we are fulfilling that. So with Kelly jumping in here with the campaign manager background, so to speak, where I told her, I just said, be gentle with us, because we're this is all new to both my wife Sandy and I, and Martin as well coming in as
and I'm a bold one, as we all know.
Yeah. This is, if you want the word to get out about any project, we want Kelly helping you spread the word. I know that.
Oh boy, she's been a whip. I tell you,
I'm very fast paced, and it's very difficult sometimes for people to keep up.
Let's go.
I comprehend that.
But so very humbled to meet some of the connections already.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Well, I've had a lot of rabbits that I've kept in my pockets over the last couple of years, and the reason being is because, as you know, Benita, there could be a lot of there's a very thin negative overtone to the entire movement, and some people are not to be trusted, and some people are. However, everybody has a role to play, and it's a valid one. So when it comes to the overall bigger picture and the solution, and I've been saying it for the last 4 months, we need to redirect our entire national movement back towards the goal of the collective, and that is our freedom in its entirety. Now, you know, the rallies, and I participated. I constructed, I built up the rallies, the cross-country motorcades. This is how we met, you know, and we're introduced. And I've spent 2 years doing that, working hard. And I love and appreciate absolutely every single person that I've worked with. You know, like, you know, Chris has put himself through the ringer more than once. You know, Vlad, myself, we all know there's nobody in the country to date who has been put in handcuffs more than myself, you know, and it's been quite the trip. But now it's time, you know, we've broken that narrative, and that is the truth. We have broken the narrative, and being across the country almost 16 times since January, you know, we've done some data collection. We've done quite a bit of data collection. We've got in our support over 40% of the population. Yep. Over 40% of the population is guaranteed in our freedom networks. And that includes people in every single province. We have risen every single city in this entire country. You know, you guys are doing an amazing job in Edmonton. Calgary's kicking butt too. You know, we've got, and now that Mark Friesen's getting better, you know, Saskatchewan's going to get right back on the board. You know, and it doesn't matter what our differences are. We have the same common enemy, and everyone needs to come together and focus on that goal. And that's what Canada Unity is about. So when James, you know, when James came to me, and people within Canada Unity came to me, and my most trusted spirit brother, Jim Kerr, came to me, because that's the truth.
Awesome.
Jim Kerr came to me and said, honey, this is where you need to be. And then when I went over the MOU and I met James and I met Martin in person, and you know, and Sandy, of course, like James's wife, actually we click really, really well. She's quickly becoming one of my sisters. I just, you know, this is exactly what needs to happen. And I'm watching the frustration, and I'm hearing the frustration from all the organizations. And, you know, I liaison and am in touch with, or an executive director of, or have been an executive director of, or have helped construct over 447 groups and organizations across the country in the last 2 years. And I don't want the accolades for that. I did not do that by myself.
Cool.
I could never have done that with all of the people within these networks, with all of the people across this country. You know what I mean? And all it is we give each other suggestions, and we make each other's ideas better. And that's what it's about. But this,
oh, you know what, Kelly, I have to agree with you on that. When we're working together on projects, and sometimes we get in that groove where one person has ideas, the other one has ideas, and you spin off on each other. And then the other thing is about energy, right? It's about energy. And so if I'm working alone on a project, that's one thing. But as soon as I've got partners, we've got the idea sharing, but then we've got that energy sharing and that encouragement of one another. And in my case, it's been predominantly rallies. Occasionally I've worked on a petition, or I've worked on a few other projects. Now I'm getting into podcasting, but there's many, many tools that we can use to help get the word out about the truth and help to affect positive change. So one of my understandings is that you're also working on a project called Bear Hug. Is that right? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, this is this is going to be the biggest strategist. This is going to be the biggest demonstration that has ever taken place in Canadian history. So James and I just we're heading back there, but we just came from Quebec, where I brought James to sit down with multiple leaders of organizations from La Table Ronde in Quebec. And these are some of the largest leaders who, and we all know how well Quebec does. I mean, nobody in the country has.
They are so awesome. They really are.
They're super organized. They all work together from Quebec, from Montreal to Quebec City. And, you know, they have what's called La Table Ronde. And what we're doing.
Big hearts.
Yeah. What we're doing is we're going to bring that organization on a national scale. Mm-hmm. Right, so that we can all collaborate together as Canadians to get this job done. And they love the memorandum of understanding. So Ontario and Quebec, along with, you know, some people from all the other provinces, but mainly the two most populated provinces in the country, are going to be descending in a mass convoy this Sunday from Montreal to move into Ottawa from December 5th to December 10th, and possibly longer, until we're not leaving until the Senate signs this MOU and the GG. So it is time for us to take back our country. So we have thousands of Canadians involved.
Well, I'm super excited to hear that. I've been involved in a couple convoys to myself, one from Calgary to Red Deer and another one from Red Deer to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So I love convoys. Actually, we've got some good stuff happening in Edmonton this weekend as well. Saturday, Chris Sky is going to be at West Edmonton Mall doing a shop till you drop kind of thing with no masks. And I expect there'll be lots and lots of support for that event. And then on Sunday, some of the people in Edmonton are going to be at a vaccine clinic, and they're going to be gathering there, just a peaceful, it's not even really a protest or rally. They're just gathering with a few signs and a few flyers, and they just want to reach out to parents that might be ready to walk into the clinic and get their kids vaccinated. And so I'll have this information posted on my website, allfiredupforfreedom.com, in a bit here so people can find out more details. So yeah, so I'm so glad you guys are doing that convoy project. And here, you know, in Alberta, we've got our stuff going on, and Edmonton is tons of fun, but I always hear Calgary has stuff every weekend. I think Calgary this Friday, there's some sort of lights event Friday night. And then Saturday, of course, is the regular Calgary rally, which has just been growing and growing and growing. So there's definitely energy in the freedom movement. And what I love about what you're doing is you're doing what you can. I mean, the name says it right there, Canada Unity. You're working to bring people together for a common cause. Hopefully they're going to support this project you're making. I don't fully understand the project yet, so I'm the kind of person, before I would sign, I'd have to read it through 3 or 4 times so I fully understand what I'm signing.
Yeah,
but I think it's great that you're doing all this. Tell me more about Bear Hug.
Well, with Bear Hug, we actually have thousands coming from Alberta as well. So they've already, as far as I know, they've already hit the road. So we've also got the transport. Remember the radio dude, Nemo, Mike Nemo. It's so big. So we've got 2 mass convoys. I know there's 14 trucks in each that I was just told tonight that are coming from British Columbia. And those are just the 2 that I know about. I'm not sure of the other ones, but I know that there's a bunch of convoys coming out from Alberta as well. And we're literally moving into Confederation Park in Ottawa. We've got Indigenous nations that are going to be participating. I know that Asmin is coming with a TP. That is my nation. I know that there's been discussions right now with the Grand Chief of the Mohawks, and in Quebec City, this Saturday I will be meeting with another huge Grand Chief, and we're doing a mass meditation in Quebec City, and a demonstration of which I'm not allowed to release the details of just yet, where myself and this Grand Chief are going to be doing something extremely spiritual that will likely raise every single band and clan in this country to attend with us at Bear Hug.
I am loving your optimism and your positive energy. Wow. Like, I remember the TPs in Edmonton, and I remember a really, really special energy, especially that first week they were there and the second week. And it was wonderful. And what I also admire is the tenacity of people, that even though let's say we do a project, whether it's a sit-in, a protest, whatever, and our dream is to get a certain result, and that we don't always get that result, but people are not discouraged.
I usually get the result.
Sometimes,
I've led marches of 350,000, and I've led marches of 50,000, and and that's after 2 years of extremely hard work. So we've got our veterans coming, we've got all of their police coming, we've got every single mass organization, we've got nurses, we've got doctors, and it's just as simple as that. Like police, military, we've got firemen, we've got all the frontline doctors, we've got all the CN Rail guys. We're literally we've got tens of thousands of people that are about to move into Ottawa.
Wow.
On Monday. So
and how long will this last? Like they edit at what time?
As long as it takes. We are going to shut down the Capitol. Sign
we
or
want
get out.
Lawful rights restored.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Oh.
This is what, can I jump in here, please?
Absolutely.
If you back up here, can you back up? Can you please back up one?
Yep, just a little bit. There you go.
Right here. That's the mission statement that I left in Calgary with. Is Canada Unity represents and defends Canada's lawful freedom of personal choices. Full stop. This MOU is doing that and then some.
Yeah.
Okay. The MOU continues to grow until if you go into the MOU, you'll read about the Canadian Citizens Committee. That is the CCC, which will be renamed once it's established. We will be launching and releasing the CCC committee details here in a few days on the website that you're on right now. And that will highlight the aspects that are attached to the MOU with cease and desist orders, and or you'll notice that one of the schedules right off the bat is a referendum. So the document is designed with your signatures attached. Once we reach to a certain level of signatures, we can collectively, as one country,
force
walk in to Elections Canada. It's a very lawful thing. Justin Trudeau, no elected official can stop Canadians if they walk into Elections Canada and say, hey, we've got enough signatures here, check, to call a referendum, check, because we want our lawful rights now.
check.
Done.
How many signatures do you need in order for this project to be successful?
We're gonna go for a slam dunk on this, because if we get 5.5 million signatures, the question that Canadians will answer in this committee that will be established, and it's we'll release the details. It's going to be very very transparent on the table. Once it's established, at that point, you'll see we're jumping on here.
We're already up tens of things. They've only released the MOU out 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, we're well over 10,000 already, and it's rising a couple of thousand a day. And I've only been on this project for a week myself, and we just got all the other organizations across the country on board, and so I intend to make that double every single day.
Wow. So what are some of the organizations that you have partnered with?
Actually, what you can do there, if you want,
jump on the website.
Yeah, there we go.
Jump on the website and scroll
back on Bear Hug. Go back on Bear Hug.
Yep. And you can scroll down to the bottom.
And I've got a place for your website on Canada Unity. And if you want, you can even jump on here, but go back to Bear Hug. Yeah.
Yeah. Click
Bear Hug. On it. Just click on the whole thing and scroll down. I'll scroll down.
And scroll right down to the bottom.
Keep scrolling.
And you will keep going.
Keep scrolling.
And now you're seeing, there you go.
Boom. Back up.
You do have some awesome partners. That's great. Look at all your partners. Wow.
All the way across the board, folks.
And we haven't even uploaded the rest yet.
This is Unity.
Wow. I am impressed with that. Wow.
Provincial, national, municipal, all across the board, building a parallel society. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
We are building a parallel society. We're not asking for permission. We're doing it. Look at the groups that are all in there, folks. That's
nothing. Just wait till every day we just uploaded. We just sent 10 more logos in. So, and look, we don't even have the Quebec guys on there yet. Just wait.
It's just still growing and growing and growing. It's just this is like, folks,
this is not a joke. We are taking back our rights. We are going to protect our land. We are going to protect our resources. And most importantly, we are going to protect our children.
Oh, hold on. I want to see the event schedule.
The event schedule, if I jump in here for a second, some things that we can talk about, but there's way more is being launched on this schedule. It will update like crazy, and then
it's going to continue to update because as more and more organizations. So we haven't even included all the Quebec.
This is your specialty. Jump on.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we haven't even included all the Quebec scheduling yet. We have to combine our schedules together. This schedule is going to constantly change and constantly morph. We've got music being added on. We've got hockey games for children being added on. We've got skating added on. We've got massless shopping being added on. We've got media blackouts where we're going to shut down mainstream media. that's going to be added on. But this is all being constructed in accordance with the law, with the help of the police, with the help of our veterans,
military,
and our military. We've got everybody on board, guys. Doctors, nurses, everything. We're going to be doing hospital.
All of the above.
We're going to be outside of hospitals. We're going to be outside of. We are going to shut down the Capitol until our laws are enforced. And our authority.
For those of us that are in Alberta and we can't make it to the event, what are the ways that we can watch online? Like, do you have people posting live on various different websites, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook? How can we watch? As
you guys know, I am the vice president of Freedom Forum Canada. We have become one of the largest independent media networks in the country. We've got media people in every single province, city, town, all across this country. We're also working in collaborations with Druthers. So we will be live streaming on every different front, and every single one of these organizations that we're working with. A radio as well also has their own media companies as well. We've got I Am Raven. I Am Raven. She'll be live streaming all over the place as well. I do believe her strong woman herself is going to be meeting me in Ottawa, so she better be. So we're going to be.
She's on the rock. She needs to get. We need to rescue her.
We're going to be kicking some Canadian butt together.
We've got to rescue her.
Yeah, but yes, we're going to be live streaming all day, every day, especially on Freedom Forum Canada, and all our other resources. I do have direct access to Alberta Outlawed Media. We'll be live streamed from there as well, and many other sources.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. Now, if people want to support the good work you're doing, what are the ways that they can support you?
Sure, you can log on to the website, and directly on the website there is there's a sub menu for contributions, and there's many different ways to contribute, or you can just email your contributions to contributions@canada-unity.com.
Okay.
Well, there's a GoFundMe. There's a GoFundMe under contribute, and then if you want to do an e-transfer, we do it at contributions@canada-unity.com, and that's listed somewhere. I can't remember.
Okay, and if people are, let's say they want to support you that way, they want to offer financial donations, do they get tax deductible receipt? And what are the donations going to?
No, we don't.
We're not a political party.
We're not a political party. We're not associated with any
political parties. We're not associated with any Crown affiliated corporations.
Are you a charitable organization?
No, we're not. This is 100% grassroots, and it's a by the people for the people movement. That's it.
Okay. So where's the money going if they contribute? Like, what expenses does it help you cover?
So if you look at the cost I've incurred from leaving Calgary, the fuel alone for this RV that has been adopted and signed by thousands of signatures. We've got police, military, we've got chiefs.
The money will be going to
jump in.
It'll be going to gas. It'll be going to the tents that we're going to be needing. It's going to be going to the equipment rentals we're going to be needing for all the different events that are going to be taking place, both in Confederation Park and at all these different locations around Ottawa. So we can put up an expenditure list afterwards. It's going to cost us $5,000 just to get the LED screen in, so that we can have Dolores Cahill, I'm not going to say
screen.
Yeah, it's a big screen.
We've got the permit for Parliament Hill for this big event that is going to have some of the.
We've got musicians. We've got musicians.
Wow, I thought I was an event planner. You guys are making me look bad. Go ahead.
Well, I've been, when it comes to events, I did the Rib Fest in the music industry for years, and toured all over Ontario with my Rob Laidlaw. So my big brother, and I've been doing this stuff for years, that.
Oh, but I think it's great.
It costs a lot of money, and some of these groups, we're going to be having stuff with Empowering the Kids and Game On Canada. We're going to be doing like the bouncy castles and all this.
I don't know what we're doing.
Winter Wonderlands.
I don't want to overpromise.
Well, I'm not overpromising. I actually spoke to Empowering the Children, and so
no idea.
Yeah,
This
no.
is growing
Some
so
of the stuff
fast.
he doesn't even know yet.
This is growing so fast. I'm so humbled. Thank you.
I keep poor James. I don't think he gets a minute rest in. I'm like, nope.
I've been going
We
20
just
hour
finished-
days since I left October 1st.
We just
20
finished
hour
doing
days.
another 2-hour Zoom call, and I just run over into the trailer and I'm like, no, we got to go in Edmonton Freedom Central. And he's like,
Well, tell you what, I won't keep you too much longer, so you can have a break before your next meeting.
no, I got another one at 11.
Oh my goodness, she's a whip. I told you, she's whipping me.
Let's keep this going. This is great.
Well, we got it.
We're at war, folks. I'm
If you
sorry,
want
you know,
things done, you
we're at
gotta
war.
get them done.
Absolutely. Let's bring up the schedule again of all the events that are happening December 5th through till December 11th, 12th, etc. Let's bring that up again so people have a better understanding. So for any latecomers who are just tuning into the show, I'm speaking with Kelly, Ann, and James right now, and they're with Canada Unity. And if you want to find out more about the projects they're working on, well, then you go to this website, canada-unity.com. And so if you look under events, you can see that they're doing Operation Bear Hug starting December 5th until December 10th. And this includes a convoy and so much more. There's a whole schedule of different things going on. How do we find that schedule, Kelly?
You got to go to Bear Hug right there.
Go to Bear Hug. MOU and Bear Hug are the two top
go to
things
Bear
you need
Hug,
to
click
watch
Bear
on
Hug,
there.
and scroll down.
And we really, hang on. Where are we at? Oh, sorry, schedule. Yeah.
So, and like we said earlier, this schedule is not, this is not a permanent schedule. We have all these other organizations. For instance, all of the Quebec organizations are designing their own schedule right now, which is going to be integrated into this schedule. We have so many different things. Like it's going to be updated on a daily basis. So like this was our base schedule that we started with. We have yet to adapt it to all the new organizations that have joined on as well. Every single organization that joins and participates in Bear Hug gets their own booth, which they will maintain for the 5 days in Confederation Park. So we're going to have workshops happening where people can learn about the notices of liability and consent forms from all these different organizations and options to provide remedy. We're going to have doctors there, nurses there. We're going to educating people.
Solutions as well.
Real solutions.
And while we're there, this MOU keeps going tick, 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 and keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And then even after the 10th, it keeps climbing and climbing, because after the 10th, Kelly's going to witness all across Canada with this RV and possibly, hopefully, more RVs in tow.
Another cross Canada motorcade, folks.
We're going to go town hall until we get
the
signatures on this MOU,
and
we win.
Yep.
Okay, so we're not stopping until we get our lawful rights back.
Yep.
Stop.
And if you have a town out there and you want Canada Unity, you want Unity One and the Convoy to come to your town and hold workshops there, then you want to send an email immediately to info@canada-unity.com. info@canada-unity.com. Also, we're looking for volunteers for Ottawa.
That's on the page. If you go back on the Bear Hug, there's a scroll down. There's a volunteer section right on the page. Scroll up a bit or down.
It's
down,
there
down,
somewhere. Yeah.
Down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
Right there.
Boom. So there's where you would register if you're coming back, and then you know what you're bringing and so on and so forth. You click there for volunteer. Open that up. And scroll down, and then this is the stuff for volunteering, so on and so forth. Yeah, there's.
Once again, if you know anybody in the Ottawa area, or if you are coming, we need propane gas tanks to keep people warm. Bring your tents. We do have all the proper permits to be at Confederation Park. So, bring your camping gear. Make sure that you bring stuff to keep warm with, because it is winter. And we're working on getting those teepees there so that we have a way to keep people warm, or a place to go and warm up. They can go into the sharing circles around the ceremonial fires and warm up and really unify and learn about each other and heal all the divisions that this government has imposed upon our population, and end the divisions completely and once and for all.
Wow, I am just floored by the magnitude of this project. I didn't fully understand it before, so I really appreciate you coming on the show tonight and explaining it.
Do we have 2 more seconds?
Sure.
jump back on the webpage because we're not done yet.
Oh, okay. Let's go back. What would you like?
You've got forum and conference.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so forum, I'll just pause here. You have to sign up on this, but once you're signed up, you have access to a version of Reddit.
So you have your own social media platform for absolutely free where you are not censored.
There's no censor in here at all.
And it's encrypted.
And it's also, ready for this, on complete private servers. Okay.
So no more.
I'm Calgary, and I'm telling you, these servers are tight, and the government cannot have access to them at all. Us as Canadians have just risen above the government and above the media with what you're sitting in front of you here. This is a very, very unique little platform.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Yes.
Can I do it? Okay, so now go back and go to conference.
I wonder if we can zoom them back.
Now you want to go to conference, right? So
whoa,
what's going on, Phil?
What's going on?
Go back to Canada Unity.
This is, you know how Zoom Room is?
Okay, so the conference section. So just like your Zoom calls, except with you, with Zoom, you have to pay for the service, and you only get 45 minutes and only a certain amount of people. Well, you can log on. Any Canadian can log on to Canada Unity, Canada-Unity.com, go to the conference room, open your own room, and you can Zoom away with millions of people for free.
Really? Yeah. What a great tool.
Free.
Device, and you can plug this in on your security cam and watch your stuff at home.
Yeah, you want to watch? Yeah,
it's also encrypted.
It's encrypted.
It does live feeds.
You can live stream.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
On all the different platforms.
It's the Jitsi open source. All we did was just incorporate and embed it, and because we have a private server, it's awesome. And that way, you have a true form of being able to use the forum for documents, for videos, for memes, for news.
We've got set up your profile page.
Druthers,
everybody.
Police on guard for everybody's starting to just. This is a brand new forum, so it's evolving very, very quickly, and you jump in there, and you got security because you can truly put your pact or your team tight in there, and you're safe. You can communicate.
Are you saying it's a better way to chat than Facebook?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, we have
more private, more secure.
But here's the thing: it is 100% absolutely free.
Yeah, both everything. It's very much. We're talking with Liberty and looking at working something out with them. Very much. Liberty, awesome. We're dealing with them on a. Martin is dealing with I think Jeff at Liberty there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Yep. I really appreciate you guys coming on Edmonton Freedom Central this evening and talking about Canada Unity. I appreciate this so much. If people want to get in touch with you directly, how do they do so?
Sure. They can reach me at kelly@canada-unity.com, or you could reach James directly, james@canada-unity.com.
Okay, so if they have more questions, maybe they need clarification, better understand some of this. In general, it looks like the information is on the website. So if they just look through the website, they'll get a good grasp of it all.
That's right.
Take a cup of coffee in about half hour.
Yeah.
And take your time and really look at the whole overview of what is in front of you, and understand that if there's a need for something more, we'll put it in there for you.
Absolutely. And not just that, for those of you who go through it and you grasp it and you believe in it, then do us all a favor. Do every Canadian a favor. Make a video and describe the MOU to people in layman's terms and send it out. The more Canadians that participate in spreading this information, the quicker we'll get those signatures that we need to enforce our authority. So please participate, unify, together, one people, one voice.
And for those who don't yet understand what an MOU is, it's a memorandum of understanding. And there's more information on this website, canada-unity.com. My name is Benita Pederson. I'm with Edmonton Freedom Central and All Fired Up for Freedom. And my guests tonight are Kellyanne and James from Canada Unity. And that's Kellyanne Wolfe and James Boder. And we really, really appreciate you. Boder, did I get that right?
Yep, Boder.
Boder. This is This is super because I had heard about this project, but I didn't fully understand it. So I'm so glad you're available on short notice to come and explain it. And I think more of this needs to happen.
Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you had another meeting, and I thought, well, maybe she can fit me in. I'm Benita. I'm special. Fit me in.
Always. I love you so much, Benita.
Thank you so much, Benita, for bringing us on. I'm very very honored to be coming on your show. Thank you.
Great. Well, I have another show coming Tuesday night. Actually, Chris Sky is my guest Tuesday of next week, and he'll be talking about the West Edmonton Mall event that's happening this Saturday, and it's going to happen the next Saturdays before Christmas. So he's my next guest. But if you guys are interested in being guests again on the show, you let me know. In the meantime, I wish you success and safety with your projects coming up here, December 5th through 12th, all that stuff going on. I hope it goes smoothly. I hope people are safe, and I hope it has the effects you're after.
Absolutely. Tell my little brother I love him and to keep his butt out of jail.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again for coming.
Thank you, Edmonton.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. So thank you everyone for watching. My name is Benita Pederson. I'm with Edmonton Freedom Central. Edmonton Freedom Central is your source for freedom news, information about events. We do interviews and so much more. So Edmonton Freedom Central on Facebook is a page that you want to make sure you like and follow and check regularly. A few times a day, check the page for the latest news. We have a number of contributors to the page, including myself, and we appreciate everybody on that team who contributes to the page. Thank you. And if you have suggestions for the page, feel free to send us a message on Edmonton Freedom Central on Facebook. Now, you can also find us on YouTube and on Rumble. We're in different places, so you want to go there. I'm Benita, also with All Fired Up for Freedom. I have a website, allfiredupforfreedom.com. You're welcome to visit there. And if you want to send me a message, you can send it through the website, info@allfiredupforfreedom.com. And I'm open to suggestions as well, whether it has to do with Edmonton Freedom Central and those projects, or even just in general with rally and events and other ways of pushing back. We all need to work together better. And there's a lot of freedom fighters in this movement here, and some of them are working in different ways, but really we're after the same goal. And so we just need to learn to work together better, and we can get the results that we are after. We can set things right. So keep working hard for that. Keep being positive. Keep sending out positive to one another. And of course, keep tuning in to pages and sites like this. So thanks again for being a part of it today. I'm Benita Pederson with Edmonton Freedom Central signing off. We'll be in touch.
This is a violation of our Charter Right, Section 6, and a violation of the Emergency Act 14.1. And refuse to attack. And tell everybody to say no to the attack, no to the quarantine. Hey, no. I'm going to be calling you today. Thank you very much. You are Wisconsin. You act right.
I went to see the doctor with a touch of the flu, and I'm kinda skeptical of what he told me to do. He said that I should lock myself inside my room for a year, shut my non-essential business down and cower in fear. I said, Doc, I don't know, that seems so out of line. Give it 3, maybe 4 days, I bet I'll be fine. He said, no, you must not, you must wait for the shot. Everybody's gotta get it or society stops. I said, Doc, I don't know, is that all really true? These shots are brand new, they ain't fully approved. He said, no, you can trust us, it's the latest in science. Never mind the people dying, just give up your compliance. I said, Doc, you must have me mistaken with someone pliable. I can't trust you if none of these companies are liable. So I'm gonna stay the course like a one-way road. Take your vaccine and shove it, I'ma just say no. 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 Just say what? Just say no. To the war being waged on our minds and our bodies and our soul. They ain't looking out for you, it's a scam and it's all about control. So doing what they say won't make it go away, oh no. But they don't know the lengths I'll go through rain and snow. I yank so I low. doctor's office and stepped onto the street, feeling troubled by the lies and campaign of deceit. But I'm not easily defeated, I'm not one to retreat. I tried to make a post about it, they deleted the tweet. Undeterred, I stood on the corner holding a sign. The cops showed up, I got arrested and fined. They told me that my words are considered a crime. Next they'll be coming for the thoughts in your mind. I knew they were wrong, I took my ticket and left. They're trying to make it difficult for those of us who resist. And with every headline the propaganda continues. Now they say I'm gonna need a shot to step in a venue. All according to script, going exactly as planned. Next they're gonna wanna put a microchip in our hand. They say conspiracy theory, and that's all that they do. But it isn't just a theory if it keeps coming true.
And that's why I'm gonna just say no.
Just say no. Just say no. Just say no. Just say no.
Just say no.
Just say no. Just say what? Just say no. Where we're at now, the final boss battle. I'm not about to back down, I'm hopping in the saddle. I'm coming at it from a different angle like a southpaw. The system is corrupt, so it's good to be an outlaw. I'm rallying the troops, I'm looking for the lions who know that we will never get more freedom with compliance. If the passports happen, we won't get away with just one. They're gonna make us take a new shot every 6 months. It's only getting worse. Every time that we comply more, they take away the rights that our grandparents died for. Time to defy and let the vibes rise more. Make a better world. What we strive for, and that means getting rid of all restrictions and masks, saying no to passports and resisting the jab. It's time to kick some dust up like an unpaved road. So join me and Chris Sky and just say no. Say no.
Just say no.
Just say no. Just say no. Just say no.
Just say no.
Just say no. Just say what? Just say no.
It's one of the birthing centers for Vancouver. They had 13 stillbirths in a 24-hour period. That was what I heard. But the thing is, I've also heard a similar story out in Waterloo, Ontario. So in Waterloo, Ontario, I have a more reliable statistic that there was 86 stillbirths between January and July. And normally it's only 5 or 6 stillbirths every year. So about 1 stillbirth every 2 months is the usual rate.
Just going to say, let's go back to December 4th now and talk about the West Edmonton Mall event. We've got the ad here. So the plan is to do that event December 4th, December 11th, and December 18th.
And booking catches